How do you not move in Super Mario 64? Yes, you heard correct, not move. Answer, by not touching the joystick. Combining that with the 3 slide levels, we have ourselves a pretty spicy challenge. Can we beat the slip and slides without using the joystick? Well, let's find out. Naturally, we will begin with the first slide being that of the Princess's Secret slide, which is quite easy to get to despite being an apparent secret. Cutting that out, right? Now jumping into this stage, we are placed facing the mouth of the slide, conveniently so there isn't too much of hassle getting to the slide despite the absence of a control stick. You see, in Super Mario 64 when you punch, you also move forward, so we just punch a lot of times until we start sliding. We can also get there a little quicker by punching, then immediately jumping to give us some more space gained, but it's up to you what you want to do. Okay. So the thing is, I have actually done this slide before without the joystick, so I knew it was possible when recording, but despite that it still took me a little over 3.5 hours to do, so please bear with me, I tried my best. A key technique that we will be using to our advantage when sliding is pounding our bum on the ground, also known as ground pounding by the way, which allows us to realign ourselves to the gradient of the slope. In other words, if we somehow manage to get zooming off to the right, we ground pound to make ourselves zoom in the path of the slide again. Amazing benefits, yes, but a real bitch when the slide for some reason decides to make you spin around and do the fucking hokey cokey and send you to hell. Yes, that happened, and I had a nervous breakdown because of it. The trick here is to make sure you ground pound a lot, so that you follow the slide as close to the inward edge to the bend here. And you have to be damn precise, otherwise the slide will just make life difficult. Anyways, get past this and you should be fine. If you end up belly sliding, then just give up and start again, as even though you will get to the end of the slide, you're essentially soft locked as you can never reach the star box. So, make sure you're sliding on your buttocks, ground pound a few more times after the death zone, and you should be able to position yourself right in the middle so you can punch the star box and collect the star. Moving on to the first star in Cool Mountain, slip sliding away, where we don't actually start in the slide itself but outside. Not to worry though, as the user MMM proved that you can still enter without use of the joystick, as shown here. All it involves is a few realignments using the stage layout and you're good to go. His video will be in the description below too if you're still a little penguin lost or confused. That was a joke in reference to the stage we're in, yeah. Now keeping this positive attitude with us in the slide, we now do some more jump punches to get to the actual slope and then we go on our merry way. However, that doesn't last long as once again we are presented with another bitchy corner where whatever you do, it will send you cascading off to another kingdom. That was another good joke. So then, does that mean the whole slide is rendered impossible to do joystickless? Not at all, as we can actually use this corner to our advantage. If we ground pound right before we reach the turn, then we zip off to the edge, fall off, and land on the bit of slide underneath, but closer to the end. Bonkers, I know, but from here all you need to do is make sure you don't fall off by making use of your bum pounding, and you're good to go. Make sure to take this corner by the very edge too, as it flattens out and just has you stuck if you go by the middle. Onwards we go, and you will reach the end. But hang on, how are we meant to get to the door to exit the hut? Well, sorry to leave you stranded here, but we're going to have to tailor what we just did. With the help of user MMM, once again, we have to actually ground pound before the end, so we ledge grab the slope and finish with our back facing the door. Then we backflip a few times and we are there. But hang on, how are we meant to actually get out of the damn door? Well, sorry to leave you stranded again, but you're either going to have to use one frame of joystick movement to get out or exit the course, as yes, spoilers, this slide level cannot be done joystickless. Apologies to anyone deeply affected by those words. So now into Cool Mountain we go for a final slide of the day within the star Mysterious Mountain slide. In fact, I might as well tell you now that this really is the easiest slide out of the bunch. Pretty ironic too, bearing in mind it's the last one, I know. Anyways, once again we have to punch our way to the slope and not punch jump because there is a low ceiling, so Mario will indefinitely crack his head open and die if you jump, just a warning. The far edge of each bend actually inclines upwards, so you don't have to worry about falling off a lot of the time. The first real challenge however comes when the slide splits into two paths, one a dead end and the other being where you want to go. So we make use of these controller friendly bends and ground pound on top of one so we get enough momentum to propel us onto the right path. You need to jump as well straight away, otherwise you aren't going anywhere. After this, you can leave the controller alone, get a bite to eat or something, as it's not until the last corner where you're going to need to ground pound so you make the big jump. Also, make sure you're in the middle of the slope as well, otherwise you're screwed when trying to get to the exit. Assuming you're not an idiot and didn't pull that off, you can get the star with ease using a combination of backflips and punches. There's nothing else for me here, so I bid you good day. If you enjoyed this video, then you're sure to enjoy my other video on jagged slides, aka stairs, which I avoid completely in Super Mario 64. Believe me, it's a shitstorm you won't want to miss.